Well, we're just about to make your day better.
Hi,
So,
Sergio.
Sergio, you got just a bunch of people here.
Hello.
And hey, listen, I just want to talk about this, and I can't stress the coronavirus stuff here enough. So here's the deal that I have, or everything that I have found out so far. Number one, I have within contacts, we are totally fine to obviously have at-home agents. So the first thing that we need to do is you need to talk to almost every single person here, and we need to figure out the best way to do a internet survey of their home.
Okay.
And what type of internet do they have? Most of them are not going to know that. All I really need to know is, do they have
I can do
internet
it through Bamboo
at their house?
and send it to everyone's email.
Okay, if you could do that, that would be great.
I could work.
Because guys, they could literally be, theoretically, we could be at a Starbucks.
Right.
And on their internet taking calls.
Yeah.
So I'm not asking, it doesn't need to be anything crazy, but just they need
We'll
to
talk
really
about what's
have it.
needed and then
Okay.
Alright, so we can do a Bamboo survey or something, that would be great.
Okay.
So that's the first thing. The end goal here is, if the worst case scenario happens, every single human being here has to be able to work from home. Every single rep. And we have to have total continuity with the programs and can't be down.
Mm-hmm.
So if we are down and we don't figure it out and something bad happens, I can't tell you the impact. I think we can all figure out the impact of what that will have.
Sure.
So number one is, we know the in contact will work, very confident with that. Number two, all of the clients that we have, 99% of them are in the cloud. We're totally fine with that. If there's any client that we have that we've kind of already discussed that is on our network, right? Which is basically your room. Tony right now is working on VPN access so that they can log in and be here, log into the Expivia stuff. So you're gonna be involved with that once we figure that out, because then you're kind of gonna be the head honcho that will have to go to all of those computers in West and log in and put the VPN stuff onto those computers so that those guys can log in and be from home. The second thing that every single computer is going to need, that Tony's going to do, and a lot of them have, is log me in, right? So log me in is so that if we are here or I am here, we can literally remote into every single one of these computers.
What did you call it?
Log me in.
Log me in?
Yeah, one
Okay,
word.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, log me in. That's another thing that's needed. Gonna have to go onto all of these, all the computer, well, really every computer.
So Outbound is the only one that's not in the cloud, is what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay.
And then
All of them are in the cloud.
as far as people working from home, they would need the equipment to do so. Like, we're not gonna provide equipment, or would we?
Well, that's why we're putting all the stuff on
Oh,
our
I know, but
computer.
I'm just saying,
They're
like,
gonna go home
okay,
with
they
their
would
computer.
literally go
I
home with
see
the
what
computer.
you're saying.
Okay.
Computer.
Yeah.
All right, I was
Okay.
just.
We
didn't know
would
if
give
it
them the
was-
computer that they're working on
Right.
the
Okay.
screen,
Right.
Okay.
which then comes to a
The
policy
sign out
Yeah.
and everything.
that we need to make sure
Number.
that they need to sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we will have to also probably put some sort of inventory
Yeah,
control on.
I'll
each of
figure,
them.
I'll do that.
Well, they're all numbered. They're
Yeah,
all,
but everything would
yeah.
have to be numbered, like mouse,
But-
everything,
right, but
like a
we
number
have
for
to-
every
but
person
we have
going
to-
out.
Alright, here's the
Right,
thing, here's the
right.
thing though, guys, listen. I agree, we need to do all this. There's a limited amount of time and there's a prioritization of everything that we need to do. If I lose a mouse right now, I lose a mouse.
I got it.
Right,
Alright.
right,
But
right.
we have the names of the computers,
Okay.
and we just get an Excel spreadsheet and who has it in the
Okay.
computer, and understand that there's that with that.
Right.
Okay.
So today the goal is to test as much as we possibly can off the network, right? So if Tony says, "Hey, I got this to work," then we take this bad boy and then we just shut off the internet, shut off the network, and figure out. Maybe I'll use my like a hotspot or something, and then we'll try to log in with that, so that we can test and make sure that all that stuff works.
And then just for the.
So hold on.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Then the last piece of this that we need to do is we need to, one, get every single person here on Slack. All right, we need to make sure that we have let's create, I don't know, for every client a DR, disaster recovery, or a BC, a business continuity channel, So each client has their own channel, and then each rep will have to show them how to log in, because not everybody, all the reps are not on Slack.
A lot of them are, but
Everybody
not
but
everybody.
outbound.
Covered out. Yeah, everybody is.
So,
covered out.
and then
Which is
if
good.
they have any questions in their, when they're on the program or when they're on that, they can Slack right
Yeah.
to that channel.
Yeah, to
And
a
then we'll
supervisor,
have people
whatever.
that will be available to answer that stuff at any time. Go ahead.
Do you have more stuff to say?
No,
Or-
good.
Okay, two things.
I do. I have one more.
Okay.
And then the last thing is I want to get we'll get they're pretty cheap. We just get a Zoom license or something like that, but I think a Zoom license. So then every single morning, like when they log in, if we have a mission control team of like 5 or 6 people that are here, we can touch base and actually see everybody, or we can pull everybody at the same time,
Right.
talk to the team just like we would do here,
Right.
greet them, and then go. And then in contact just becomes invaluable with the dashboard and looking at all
Oh,
that stuff.
definitely.
So,
Everything.
And that's how we would pay them, by seeing them in contact.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
yeah, I mean, I think you
I think
just
that's, we
you know
don't
their
give
schedule.
them, yeah, we don't give them T-sheets or anything at home.
Yeah,
I say
I mean,
we
It's
are
just,
responsible for
yeah.
it.
Right.
like,
We
I
know
think,
what people work.
Yeah, I think it just has to be like a reasonable.
Yeah.
Like we can know who's bastardizing.
Oh,
or something,
definitely.
so-
Yeah.
We can see it off the dashboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely, we're gonna be able to see all that through.
But understand, I mean, we're gonna give
Yeah.
leeway here.
Oh,
Of
definitely.
course,
Right.
there's gonna be a they're gonna be a hell of
It's
a-
all brand new, but I think I'd love to come up with some baseline policies of like, guys, if you go on break, you gotta Slack. Supervisor's gonna say, yeah, cool.
Alright,
Right.
like, when you're there and back kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
That kind
Can
of stuff.
everyone, like, not all of our programs have to drop down for break?
Yeah, we can have all that.
I need that. I think that would help us too, but obviously they need to Slack us, you know?
Okay.
What do you
So,
mean? Wait,
we
say
have-
that again.
In contact, you know how you have your unavailable?
Oh, okay.
So we have
Some
unavailable
unavailable,
in
unavailable.
training, but we don't have like lunch and break.
break on everybody's
Yeah, I think
down.
that's doable.
Okay,
It's very doable.
okay.
Sergio, what do you got going on there? You get another bird? You get another bird? There's like a weird noise
It's
in the
either a
background.
bird or you're on
primates.
elliptical right now.
I have a question. Do the agents have like these sheets?
Oh yeah, tell me right there. That's your other guy.
I'm sorry,
All right,
repeat the
Sergio,
question.
what's that?
Do the agents have these sheets when we use the name of us?
They do not, because we use the kiosk.
So
We will
there is,
not worry about that.
yeah, I mean there is a capability on phones, but I think
Sergio's
that's
worried about the
too-
reports.
Yeah, I know. I know. So I mean, there's gonna be some stuff we're gonna have to
Well, I'm
figure
thinking
out.
about the clock in and clock out process. Like, how are they gonna clock in and clock out?
We'll have to we're gonna have to manually put them in for at least for the time being until we.
Easy.
Unless you want me to like go to T-Sheets and see how easy it is to sign in up on the phone, because it's not hard.
No, I don't want
Alright,
it
is it just too much?
convoluted with all
Alright.
the stuff we're gonna
Alright,
buy.
We'll
okay.
handle it.
Question for, okay, so they take hardware home. What did we say about internet for like the homes?
They
We
have
wanna
to
know
have-
what kind they
They
have.
have to
it,
have
Of
internet,
course.
like
So, but
Jen
if,
Hall
but if
does
they
not have
don't,
internet.
but if they don't, then
they can't.
Right,
then they're
work
not
from home.
paying.
We just need to know
We're
who.
not gonna, yeah, I get it,
Right.
but we're not gonna provide that. Thing.
We don't have the
No,
money to do
no.
anything like that.
I understand. I'm just trying to.
Yeah.
Here's the situation, what happens to those people? Are they able to come in to the office as long as they?
If they don't have internet, they can't work. Unfortunately, at this point, they're gonna get laid off for the 2 week or for the
Right.
week time
Whatever
period.
time.
Let's see what kind of crazy count we have.
Unless they're, yeah.
Gonna
Tom,
get on board.
What
So
do
you're
you?
saying if they shut everything down?
So
it's
are you
nobody
saying,
goes
like,
work, everybody's
you know,
at
If
home.
somebody
like, the
here has
city-
it,
Right.
you guys are shut.
I'm not saying the city. I'm
Or
saying
If one
somebody at
person has
Expivia-
it, then we
if
We
one-
gotta go.
If one person at Expivia
then
has
we're
it, everything's
shut
shut
it down.
down.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So
Everyone's in
this
it.
happens with one positive test.
Right,
Exactly.
Then this is our go-to.
right.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
The other thing,
I'm sorry, I have one more. And then, like, I'm sorry. Which one? Like supervisors. I mean, would we bring anybody in? Like, just like a couple
we'll
maybe
have
to
to-
run programs from here, maybe. So like, our team could be here, just like the higher ups.
We'll be here.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know that answer. I
Alright.
don't know. I mean, I think, I don't know how we're gonna have to figure out some kind of, supervisor role.
Yeah, it'd have to be
Right.
limited, but I mean, we'd only have like maybe 5 or 6, people not us here, which would be the supervisor.
But if you're quarantined, you're quarantined.
Right.
Okay. Alright.
You're not gonna be here.
I
Okay.
say, right, one
Yeah, you're
person
right.
testing
If it's one,
positive,
then we're all
we're
then
all,
we're all
we're all
screwed.
done.
all home
Yeah,
quarantine.
so,
Okay.
I got it.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay, we had a call this morning with, and they really don't have any type of backup, except for us, even with their customer service. So she asked, I mean, I don't know how many people who.
So
have
just
worked
real
with
quick,
customer
we just have to
service
find out how many people work customer service for here
that are here.
That I could use.
that you could use it with
That were
the
previously
with the
trained.
24 to 48 hour
Yeah.
Retrain.
refresh.
Yeah. Okay.
And then like, does that take a priority over like?
No, only outbound.
Only outbound,
Yeah.
and they're all,
All of them are on.
most of them
are.
Jen,
Katrina Schaefer, I'm thinking of a bunch of them.
I have Jen, Jag next door, I think
Okay.
is the only one I have.
Yeah,
And
so.
confidentially, we spoke to yesterday, they're talking about,
Right.
I'm
Well,
just.
yeah.
telling you,
well, let's
just
say that
we're afraid of the
knowing
additional
that,
calls.
knowing that we have maybe 1 or 2 people on outbound, so I mean, can we even do it then, or do we
What, for customer
for
service?
the inbound
Well, we
customer
have to
service?
look,
Yeah, we'll look.
It's onesie twosie though.
Yeah.
It's not like okay.
Okay, I'll get you a count for that. Okay.
If I can't get this thing through Bamboo, which I think I can, but
Then
if I
we'll
can't,
just-
I'll do a paper one.
Yeah, we'll do a
I'll
survey.
get something done.
So do
soon.
we do something really formal and basically say, hey, if you don't have internet, check, should this happen,
Don't say
See,
anything.
No,
HR,
we just
'cause
want
I
to
think
count
they
first.
see HR?
Not yet.
No, let's just take a count and get our bearings of how many would not be able to participate.
it's like I said, as far as I know, in my room, entirely, know for sure is Jen Hall.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's definitely many.
Because of where she lives?
I don't know
No,
why.
it's just, I'm sure there's people that don't have it. You know?
All right, and then we'll have to have a separate supervisor meeting so that they're watching your program and
Yeah.
that they're viewing it and that they're watching Slack and answering questions and monitoring.
Okay, can we do that this afternoon? Who's late night?
Do we want to get everybody on
Stephanie.
Slack right now?
Yeah, I think let's. how many
Everybody's
people
gonna
are
accept,
It's everybody
Right.
but outbound covered up.
yeah,
Correct.
not? Well, then let's just wait.
yeah,
Okay, that's fine.
That'd be quick and easy to do.
yeah,
All right.
okay,
I'd like to set those categories or the channels up.
okay. That'd be Maggie.
Yeah, we'll
When-
talk to
when
Maggie.
we're done
I'll meet with
with
you
that.
after. I'll get the specs of what you need for the survey, and then we'll get that done.
Okay,
Okay.
and then we'll test later this afternoon with that. Sergio, I need a favor from you. Can you get me like some screenshots with some arrows of of downloading the or between you and Tyler, you guys got to figure out. I have to give. They have no idea what they're going to do with their people, so I said we would give them. We talked about this. I would give them soft phone licenses and let them be able to log in for escalations. But we need to just do a screenshot, kind of
Step by step.
step by step of install of what they need to do. So like, go to login.auditcontact.com, click this, drop down comes this, put this number and put that number in, blah blah blah. If you guys can work on like a little bit of a cheat sheet for them, that would be helpful.
We need it this afternoon.
And it has to be like simplified, cause they will never get in until after
Like
the
you're doing
quarantine's
a
over.
login for dummies.
Yeah,
Not being
unfortunately,
mean, but
yeah.
Yeah, it's all new, it's all different for them,
Yeah,
right?
It's
They've never done
more
it. So,
simple the better.
Okay.
so as soon
If
as
we had to give these guys like hardware, would we like go to their house and set it up for them?
No.
Or just,
No.
like,
They just
it's all
simply,
done.
they go home,
They
plug
plug
it
it
in
in.
and hook their
Alright.
internet
Yeah.
up to it.
just trying to think.
Yeah, no.
But if they test positive and they're not allowed to come back, how do they get the hardware?
That person that would test positive wouldn't be
Yeah, they're out.
working, correct?
Yeah.
But then
But-
wouldn't we all be on quarantine then?
Then
If we
at
take your
that
computers
point,
and
everybody
go.
takes their computer
Yeah, it's
At
out.
that
just a
time.
quick. So we gotta be ready then.
Right.
Yeah,
Just have to be-
And I can see people like jacking up, they're in contact, locking themselves out,
I can
and
see all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or even connecting the computer to the internet.
We all
I mean,
have in our email the licenses and
Mhm.
stuff, so if they lock
Yeah.
themselves out, we'll be able to walk on.
What about the people who don't have cars?
Bus
To
people.
take their stuff home. They have enough friends, I'm sure we can work that for
Yeah,
now.
I
carpool.
mean, we
Yeah.
can get a couple of people to
Yeah.
do it though, you know. We'll figure,
We'll figure
just
that
has
out,
to be
yeah.
game plan, that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, quickly.
Yeah,
Okay,
I agree.
let's start with the survey, figure out how many people have,
Internet.
Then Sergio, if you and Tyler can work on that for, and then we're gonna work on the VPN to get connectivity to all the databases and all the stuff that they need to run the outbound stuff.
Okay. Do you have the list of names for?
Yeah, I have, they're just right now, there's one person, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Okay?
What do they need? Their cell phone and
Yeah, they need,
login to the back page?
they need the soft phone, so the and then really, yeah, just, they would log into Max.
Do they know how to log into Max and each Max station? Or
I mean, they all, well, not, you'll have to show, literally, we'll have to tell them everything, they've never dealt with InContact at
I
all.
think we would just have like a piece of paper or something, we can hit, yeah. And just like, you know, like follow it, so.
You're not listening to like,
No, I didn't listen to that part, no. I was thinking of something else. I was actually, we talked about a class next week, but maybe like, we shut down interviews and everything, like unnecessary people coming in that we don't need maybe,
speaking of that,
you know?
guys, I don't wanna do any more for the next 2 weeks, any more,
yes, okay,
Deliveries or
Yeah.
deliveries.
No
Yeah,
more
I would say like,
deliveries.
no interviews, no deliveries, no class,
nothing.
right?
I agree,
Yeah.
I agree.
Like
We
anybody
need
that
to
does
get
not
that
have
out.
to be
Yeah, maybe.
here, yeah, which is like
Now,
everything, yeah, starting now.
Effective immediately.
so
So,
they can
so
go,
they'll,
Nothing yet,
No, not yet.
it's creeping.
which is good, because now hopefully we have a little bit of time.
Yeah.
I think it's like an inevitable situation maybe,
Just- it's-
you know, just,
We could get lucky, and let's hope we do.
yeah,
If we don't, we
Yeah, I
have to
mean-
be ready to
Yeah. Okay.
have a plan.
so yeah, I mean, that is something, Peg, like, let's get that to one Slack right now, like lunches, like, cause that's
Yeah.
gonna be soon.
No, I'm
Like,
gonna,
you
I'll go
guys-
to each room and then
You
I'll
guys can
Slack it
go
to
out for
everybody as
lunch
well.
if you
Yeah.
want, but you can't.
alright, so Sergio and Tyler, you guys work on that bad boy for me, please, and if we can do something